close to $2 billion in claims, and they're ready to help you. To save yourself thousands in future car repairs, get covered by the ultimate and extended vehicle protection. Call 800-CAR-6100. 800-CAR-6100, code SAVAGE, or visit carshield.com, code SAVAGE, to save that 10%. It's a great service at a great price, and if you're going to do it through carshield.com, code SAVAGE, or call 800-CAR-6100 and mention code SAVAGE. A deductible may apply. We've been talking about today the paradox of Turkey. And you will not see the article anywhere except on michaelsavage.com or on my Twitter feed. I've not yet been banned by Twitter or Facebook, by the way. So we reposted the article, we linked the article, The Paradox of Turkey. I think it's an important article because it will raise some questions that I don't see being raised by anyone in the media. It seems that there's a goose step going on now, which is those who hate Trump, no matter what he does, is wrong, and those who love Trump don't question anything that any of his minions do, which is crazy. I can support Donald Trump and criticize John Bolton. Where is it said that because John Bolton works for Trump, I have to now support John Bolton? Tell me where it's written. Is it written in some testament somewhere that I don't know about? I thought John Bolton was a bad choice from the beginning. Why? Do I know the man? Never met him. Don't know him. Why do I oppose him? Because of what he did to this country and the world in getting us into the Iraq war on the false pretext of weapons of mass destruction. And I feared the same thing was going to happen with this jerk in power now. And there he is again. Now all of a sudden Turkey is teetering. Why? Because this truculent little man likes to provoke the opponents thinking that he's always going to win. Well, I hope he does. But you know, it's a risky game. Moreover, when the price of meatballs and French fries go up in Ankara, more and more people will be listening to the hate preachers in the mosques. And more people will become extremists as a result of this kind of idiocy. Truculence is not the only tool of foreign policy. It should be the last tool before war, not the first tool. And that's all I have to say on this issue. You can read about it yourself and get a free newsletter on michaelsavage.com. There's another big hour across America. I invite you to stay tuned for the wit and wisdom of Michael Savage right here on the Savage Nation.
Join the Savage Nation. Call now, 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-7282. Savage. The news is coming up, brought to you by Mermaid Mattress.
Ooh, mattress online? Don't do that. Buy the whole set for the same price from Mermaid Mattress and get a 100-night money-back guarantee.
Officials say marijuana sales and tax collections have already surpassed year-end projections by 25%. Sales soaring past $500 million, and tax revenues in the neighborhood of $70 million. Medical marijuana patients complain they were better off before recreational pot became legal because they say dispensaries stock fewer of the higher potency products. Even tourists have something to say, complaining there is still nowhere to light up, at least for now. Research by Moody's finds 1/4 of private colleges are running deficits, and at public universities, expenses are outpacing revenue. The number of high school graduates is projected to fall 9% between 2026 and 2031, when four-year universities stand to lose almost 280,000 students. Plus, according to the Washington Post, Generation Z is more focused on the value and price of a college education after watching millennials pile up more than $1 trillion in student debt. That means universities will have to cut costs and develop new pricing models.
Here's an event Harry Potter fans won't want to miss: Wizarding World XD Week. Starting August 31st, to mark the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone hitting U.S. bookstores, Cinemark XD theaters will show all 8 Harry Potter movies, plus the spin-off Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Tickets are $5 a show or $25 for a festival pass. Another Chris Pratt project is up in the air. First Guardians of the Galaxy writer-director James Gunn was fired, putting that franchise in question. Now, according to multiple reports, Cowboy Ninja Viking, based on the graphic novel, has been put on hold indefinitely, a month before Pratt was to begin shooting in London. Bel Canto, based on the best-selling novel about a world-famous opera singer who becomes trapped in a hostage situation in South America. Oscar winner Julianne Moore and Oscar nominee Ken Watanabe star, and the movie hits theaters September 14th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniels.
You're going to want to hear. News Radio 1150 WGOW Chattanooga. Cumulus
Racist charge. Kavanaugh hearings. I'm Mike Moss. She worked with President Trump on The Apprentice and at the White House. Now, in a new book, Omarosa is charging the president is racist, and there are Apprentice tapes of him using the N-word. Correspondent Carrie Shoemaker with the White House response.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says the book is riddled with lies and false accusations.
The Washington Post reports Omarosa claims she was offered $15,000 a month by the president's re-election campaign to remain silent. The chairman of a bank that loaned Paul Manafort millions claimed that he was under consideration to become Treasury Secretary. Joe Johns is covering the bank and tax fraud trial of the former Trump campaign chairman.
This individual, Stephen Koch, did get recommended for a job inside the administration, we know from other sources, but that was down the road, sometime after Manafort had left the campaign.
Confirmation hearings for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh will begin on September 4th. That word from the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Chuck Grassley. The administration wants Kavanaugh confirmed before the midterm elections. An arson-triggered wildfire in Southern California known as the Holy Fire is spreading. Correspondent Kristen Holmes reports nearby residents have been warned of the danger.
Due to dry conditions and the steep terrain of the Cleveland National Forest, the Holy Fire nearly doubled in size overnight and is nowhere close to being under control. Officials saying the fire is unstable and residents should be prepared to leave at a moment's notice.
Wildfires have forced Yosemite National Park to close during peak summer vacation. Officials now say the park will reopen Tuesday, 14 days after a wildfire hit the park. The U.S. slaps new sanctions on Turkey in the latest effort to win the release of an American pastor accused of spying. The Dow closing down 196 points. I'm Mike Moss.
When our health insurance renewal notice arrived last fall, my wife and I made the decision to drop our plan. With the monthly premiums and deductible, we'd have to pay $30,000 just to use it. So we did our homework and switched to Medishare. The cost savings are incredible, over $500 a month, and we don't have to pay for services we don't need or don't agree with. Then, out of the blue, she had to have emergency surgery. Scary stuff. $150,000 in hospital bills. And Medishare members took care of everything. All we paid was our small portion. I'm a doctor who's been in healthcare for 20 years, and this is one of the most impressive programs I've ever seen. Thank God she's fully recovered. And now we're telling everyone about Medishare. Call 866-88-BIBLE to find out how much you can save on your healthcare. Medishare. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE.
I'm Bill Lockhart. I'm really sorry. Those were the last words of Billy Ray Irick just before he received a lethal injection last night. The 1985 rape and murder of a 7-year-old Knoxville girl. It was Tennessee's first execution in nearly 9 years. Polk County, TBI investigating the death of an 18-year-old woman happened near Ocoee early Monday morning. An area teenager has died after crashing his ATV last weekend. More from WGOW's Lewis Lee.
On Saturday, 14-year-old Bryson Scott was riding an ATV along Old Hunter Road in Ottawa when he lost control and hit a utility pole. Bryson suffered traumatic head injuries and was hospitalized. But Thursday, he succumbed to the injuries.
When local news breaks, when big things happen, WGOW-AM, WGOW-FM. Here's the official forecast for tonight. A 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 2 a.m. with some areas of fog developing overnight. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and a low near 69. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high near 88. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy and 72. Sunday, we'll pick up a 30% chance of midday showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, hot, and a high near 91. Monday, mostly sunny, hot, a slight chance of afternoon showers, and a high near 90. I'm Greg Schaefer on WGOW. Jody Millard, Pest Control. Whatever the pest, call the best divorce. It can be complicated and emotional. At Horton, Ballard, and Pemberton, we take a realistic approach to divorce proceedings, including those that don't involve court. Let us help you move on with your life. At Horton, Ballard, and Pemberton, we emphasize a less costly approach and use mediation or collaboration as productive alternatives.